There were so many niceties on that debate stage tonight. I am just kind of like, well, if you agree so much with JD Vance, why should they vote for you? I fully believe that Governor Walz went out there tonight and did what was practiced in debate prep. Did what the strategy was that the team put together. That was not the Governor Walz that I had seen out on the campaign trail. That's not the Governor Walz that I had seen during the Veep stakes, right? That was not the JD Vance that I know to be true. I mean, goodness, JD Vance was on that stage. He was sorry about Amber Thurman. He was sorry about abortion. He was sorry about a lot of stuff. We get things wrong, but do you agree with the policy?
It's the audacity. I agree with you that we're in year 9 and no one knows how to cover the audacity. The audacity is it someone should have said, stop it, stop. Are you effing kidding me? And they should have dropped that F-bomb, right? I mean, they should have just, this is the debate. This may be the only chance people have to see the difference.
Now, let's talk about the vice presidential debate, which took place in the United States today. Now, I'm not going to do my usual thing where I'm going to show you 900 different pieces of clips and evidence, and then I'm going to turn around and show you all this polling information and all the rest of it, right? I'm going to show you the most bald-faced version of a politician lying on a global scale, and it's that bloke, Tim Walz. Now, Tim Walz loves telling stories about his past, and many of them are just not true. There may be a sort of grain of truth somewhere, but he always finds a way to spin the story up like a fishing story to be bigger and bigger and bigger. But unlike somebody BSing about how big the fish was they caught this weekend, this is a bloke who wants to be a heartbeat away from the presidency and the person who Kamala Harris thinks should help govern the biggest democracy, well, certainly the most significant democracy in the Western world. This was the question that he was asked by the moderators today.
Governor Walz, you said you were in Hong Kong during the deadly Tiananmen Square protests in the spring of 1989. But Minnesota Public Radio and other media outlets are reporting that you actually didn't travel to Asia until August of that year. Can you explain that discrepancy?
It's not a discrepancy, it's a lie. It's middle stump. He's been caught, and he's been caught on national and therefore international television. Again, I would normally show you lots of little things, but this is the insight into the bloke who has told lies all the way to get up the greasy pole, but now is telling lies about himself in order to take the ultimate step, which is to be working in the White House. This is his full answer. You heard the question. Here's his absolute non-answer, wrapped in a lie, wrapped in a, look, over there, a rabbit.
I grew up in small rural Nebraska,
What?
town of 400, town that you rode your bike with your buddies till the streetlights come on.
The question was about China.
I joined the National Guard at 17.
Who cares?
Family farms. And then I used the GI Bill to become a teacher. Passionate about it. A young
Who cares?
teacher.
Change your subject.
My first year out, I got the
I'm
opportunity
amazing.
in the summer of '89
The question was,
to travel to
you
China.
told people you were
35 years
there
ago, be able to
when
do that.
Tiananmen
I came
Square
back home
became a
and
bloodbath
then
in
started a
1989.
program
You
to
hadn't
take
even been
young
to
people there.
Asia
We would
by
take
that point in
basketball
time.
teams, we would take baseball teams, we would take dancers, and we would go back and forth to China. The issue for that was to try and learn. Now look, my community knows who I am.
Yep.
They saw where I
And
was
we know
at.
who you are.
They,
A BS
I will be
artist.
the first to tell you, I have poured my heart into my community. I've tried to do the best I can.
You heard the
but
question,
I've not been
right?
perfect, and I'm a knucklehead at times, but it's always been about that. Those same people elected me to Congress for 12 years. And in Congress, I was one of the most bipartisan people, working on things like farm bills that we got done, working on veterans benefits.
What?
And then the people of Minnesota were able to elect me to governor twice. So look, my commitment has been from the beginning to make sure that I'm there for the people, to make sure that I get this right. I will say more than anything.
He lied.
Many times I
He's
will
been
talk
caught
a lot.
lying.
I will
Oh,
get
but
caught
I'm a
up in the
knucklehead.
rhetoric.
But I'm qualified
being
to
there,
be
the impact it
Vice
made,
President of the United
difference it made in my
States.
life. I learned a lot about China. I hear the critiques of this. I would make the case that Donald Trump should have come on one of those trips with us.
Enough. Go away. Go away. Go away. Go away. Go away. See that? That goes on for another minute, by the way. Now, what he should have done is when anyone is caught in a stone cold lie in life, it's pretty simple. Sorry. Shouldn't have said it. Instead, because these people are so used to no one putting pressure on them, they just think they can BS their way through it. And largely, there were plenty of people in the media today, in the post-game, who didn't even bring that moment up. But of course, it was.
Damn. You know you're blowing the Tiananmen Square question when you look more nervous than the dude staring down the tank.
At least they did, and it was a good joke. Unbelievable, right? By the way, as for who won the debate, Vance won the debate. I'll be honest, I didn't think he was going to. I thought that Tim Walz had some sort of special superpower that he'd been hiding for a long period of time. He's been through many debates, governor, running for Parliament, the House multiple times. But JD Vance just knocked him out, just started playing with him. Now, he was, yes, the most level-headed version of JD Vance that many people have ever seen, myself included. But in the end, who cares? When everyone from the New York Times to the Daily Mail say that you won,